What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to No Sugar Added, episode 6. My name is Dan, and I am joined with John Claude, J Fabs, and a new guest, Rob. What's going on, guys? How are you guys doing?
Yeah, doing fantastic, bro. We're back. Let's go.
Guys, what's going on? Nice to see everyone.
It's, Rob.
Thanks for having me here.
It's been 4 years since our last episode.
Wow.
And this is the episode that everyone's been waiting for. We finally did speed dating. It only took 4 years, but we finally did it.
There you
At
go.
least myself and Rob did it. So we're going to talk about that experience throughout this podcast.
Heck yeah.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Well, I figured first we'd start off where we are in our current relationship status, so people have a better perspective of...
Let's roll down that list, see where we are. 4 years later, who's single, who's hitched, who's still lonely.
There you go.
Well, myself, I am still single.
I'm married now.
Oh, yeah, congrats.
Thank you.
I have a girlfriend, and obviously we're in the trajectory of where Jean-Claude is currently at, so things looking good.
But everything got it.
Nice. I, myself, Robert, I am single.
He is a big, luscious black man, ladies.
This guy.
If y'all got inquiries, just send us a DM. We'll send you the info.
So let's jump into this. I asked Rob if he wanted to join me in speed dating because these other guys were taken, and Rob surprisingly said yes. So
I say yes, but
and
at first I was kind of hesitating, but I was like, all right, you know what? Let me give it a shot.
Yeah, and the interesting thing about it is we're living in kind of like a new world now because of COVID and stuff.
Yeah, very true.
There wasn't many in-person events, so we actually did a online event, and it's all hosted through Zoom, and it was an interesting experience. So I guess that counts.
It does.
So we did have a good time. I think it was about 7 to 10 females,
Right.
and about definitely 10 males were involved. And we did 5-minute rooms. Was it 5-minute rooms?
I believe so.
5-minute rooms.
Those 5 minutes were short.
Yeah,
I won't
very
count
short
them as 5 minutes.
Yeah. So we did that. And after the events, you get an email and you get to pick who you found interested, and if they also picked you to be interested in, then you guys would match, and a phone number or email, depending on what they put in, will appear, and then you're able to message them.
How about visually? Did you guys get to see what these what the speed dating people looked like on the dates?
Yeah, so everyone is supposed to have a camera on.
Okay.
The quality of camera varies. Some people are probably using dinosaur cameras, so some were very pixelated.
There you go.
But everyone had to have a camera on.
I would say that some of them you were using either their phones or maybe their PC, but as far as camera related, Pixel or dinosaur seems about right.
Yeah, so we did a speed dating, and it was age range 25 to 46, I think it was.
Yeah.
So we did that, and it was super awkward at first because once we joined, it was just like you, the host, and just random people just sitting there. No one really talking, no one really interacting. It was just like.
So wait, all of you were like in the same lobby, waiting to be split up.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so it was just silent.
It was silent for the most part. The host did try to like
do some icebreakers.
Do some icebreaker questions, like where would you travel, like what's your favorite thing to cook. I don't remember the exact questions that she said.
Well, first, when we first started, to me it didn't look organized. That's just me. It didn't look organized, but I guess because my expectation was a little high than like a normal speed dating, like when you go to like those face to face, like in the city, you have to have the tables lined up and it had the numbers and everything. This one was just more like we knew that it was going to be remote and like Zoom, but I thought it was going to be more official than just her just sitting there getting her notes ready and then just doing something and then just ask questions. I was expecting more than that, but that's just me.
Yeah, it did seem a little bit unorganized for the most part. But once the host started talking, throwing questions, people started feeling a little bit more comfortable with themselves and talking in a setting. And then they would just randomly throw us into a room. It was actually uneven numbers, by the way. So there was more guys than girls. So someone would have to sit in the dark and talk to themselves.
Wow, really?
Yes.
For 5-minute intervals, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
5-minute intervals. I felt like there were 2.
They did give us the option to, if you didn't want to sit there 5 minutes, you could just go back to the lobby.
Yeah, you go back to the lobby and just look at the host sitting there. And I did see one girl join and then left right away. I guess we were all too ugly for her.
Oh man!
But let's real quick. Your first match you were talking to, how did that go for you?
It actually went well. She was from the Heights. I do remember that. She used to live in the city of New York. She moved to the Heights in Jersey City because she wanted to be more quiet, more settled than the loud noise. I don't remember what she did, but she did tell me that she was looking for someone. She wasn't looking for someone to mingle with, but at the time, now Jean-Claude, you did put a bet. You said you betted that I was going to tell her the truth that, I did it because...
Oh, yeah. So for those that don't know, obviously anyone who's listening to this podcast besides us, I was joking around with a couple of my friends saying that Rob is going to tell them exactly why he's here speed dating, and that might hurt him or help him. And I was saying that he's going to tell these women that he's out here to do a podcast, so he's doing research, and that's exactly what he did. I'm not sure if that helped him or hurt him, but
it kind of hurt me, but I'm all right with that. I'm all right.
Oh, bro, you shouldn't have told him. There was no need.
Well, it wasn't so. It wasn't just the fact that I was doing more. I'm only doing it because Muay Thai, but I also told her honestly, I told her that I didn't really have time to date him because I was doing my Muay Thai and I had to go to be MMA fighter. So she was like, "Oh, that's kind of cool." She was excited.
She was on board with that.
She was on board on that, but then I guess it
Protect me, boy.
Wait, what was that?
Give me those big black arms to protect me.
I guess she didn't want to be protected.
So wait, you went into this speed dating just for the research and because we asked, or because
Yes.
you wanted to try to find someone? Because it makes it
At
you're
the
making
moment,
it sound like you weren't looking for anyone.
No,
You're too busy on yourself.
Yeah, that's what it is. I was just busy
That's something
myself.
you don't say to a girl.
Yeah, that's
trying to
something you
speed
don't
date.
say.
Okay, so
Absolutely
lesson learned from me. All right,
Yeah.
guys, if you anyone listening, do not do what I just did.
Yeah,
I'm a trial by error.
Yeah.
Do not take my advice. Do not take anything. I'm a trial by error. I make mistakes.
Yeah, you live and learn, man. That's what it is. You get better. It's your first time. You're gonna get better the next time because we're gonna do it again.
Yeah.
Fans.
Facts.
Yeah.
My first match was a little bit more messed up because I had difficulties with my camera. My camera would not turn on for Zoom no matter what I did.
Oh, yeah,
Were
you
there
did
any,
say that.
Were there any sorts of penalties? If you don't have your camera on in the first 2 minutes, you're kicked out.
Not
No.
that I
No?
know of.
Okay,
No,
that's good to
but,
know at least.
The first girl I matched was the girl I wanted to talk to though. She's like, damn, she's cute.
Oh, word?
She looks good. I wanted to talk to her. But my camera wasn't working, and I was trying to get it working. I was too focused on that, so her and I weren't talking too much. I was like, "I'm sorry." So she's like, "Am I gonna be able to see you?" I'm like, "I'm working on it. I am working on it." I'm sorry. This is my job, and I'm failing at it. So that went really good. Yeah, amazing.
Yeah. So wait, hold on. Before we get on to the next point of this experience, what was obviously Rob's intention was not to find anyone. He just wanted to do this for the research and for the sake of us asking him to do it. What was your intention?
I am looking for someone. Definitely looking for someone. I'm at that age. I'm getting old. Time to settle down. Create that beautiful family. Hit those relationship goals.
Aw, I didn't know this.
And your homies are, obviously you're surrounded by a bunch of buddies who are getting married, and I'm sure that has an influence on some of these speed dating events now?
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, I think every RSVP I replied to was just like, "Are you bringing someone?" I was like, "No," with a sad face.
Oh, wait. I think I remember when we got ours. I think I remember seeing a sad. Someone definitely sent a sad face. It could have been you.
Yeah, I sent a sad face to all of them. All 4 weddings I had to go to,
Wow.
I put sad faces next to it because I'm still so single, you know. And it's not like I'm not trying, you know. It's just not working out.
There you go.
Yeah.
I think America can sympathize with you, or at least the single Americans can sympathize with you on that feeling, right?
Yeah, I would hope so at least.
No, facts. So, okay. So, what about the second experience? The second date? Well,
I gotta say though, like throughout the whole experience of the speed dating, going through every match or every video chat will take forever. But I gotta say, most of these girls I talked to doing that, I actually took the control. They asked the questions out of the gate. They drove the conversation for the most part. I'm like, because I joined thinking, you know, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna lead all these questions that I wrote down. Yes, I researched, and I was like, oh, okay. I don't need to do any of this because they're all driving that question. They're all bringing the questions to me. Like,
Yeah.
when am I going to ask a question?
So, did you go into it thinking that you were going to be the one that had to ask the questions?
Well, I mean, growing up and everything, being on talking to so many women, going on dates and stuff, it's usually the man. I find myself usually asking all the questions, bringing the conversation, trying to keep the conversation alive. I'm very good at conversating with people.
It's very true.
You're an extrovert, I would say,
Very
right?
true.
Yeah,
Very
definitely.
charming.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
So when they turned the script on me, I was like, okay, they must have been doing this a lot, or they're very prepared, which I liked, by the way.
Okay, that's not
Awesome.
bad. Yo, the fact that they were asking questions, they were ready. It's a good sign. Because it would have been really, really tiring for you to go into it. I'm like, okay, we'll have to ask all the questions. Typically, you know, because a man does that all the time. But it was good that they came prepared.
Yeah.
Did they ask you good questions?
You know, there was a lot of basic questions like, oh, how old are you? By the way, I was
Did you lie about your age?
absolutely not. I don't need to. But I'm
a
not
young-
32. I'm still a young gentleman. You know,
Bro, you
What?
look like you're 25. What are you talking about? You could have gone with it.
I felt weird asking her age because I was always raised never ask. a
Oh,
girl
because
her
that
age.
Right.
social norm, like, don't
Right.
ask women about their
Yeah,
age.
so I felt a little uncomfortable doing that, but at the same sense, it's like, you know, we're trying to see if something's going to connect. Like, age is a big part of what I'm looking for.
It's
Like,
it's also knowing where other people are at in their life, right? Because
Yeah.
we're not. If you're, I'm not like once you know a person's age, you're kind of like, hey, that person ain't here to mess around, you know?
yeah. Oh, you're 45. Also, you should be already set and like, I want this. I want this. I want this. I already have that
Yep.
career, that family path already paved. But
That's a good point. Honestly, I didn't even think about that. That obviously each age is in a different stage in their life. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah,
Well,
'cause-
that begs the question then, does it? When is the best time to ask their age?
I think just in general, I do it right off the bat because you know what? If you're talking to a girl, you're trying to get to know that girl to see if you're going to connect.
Right?
The first thing I want to know is age because I am looking for someone to spend the rest of my life with, but I also have
you want them to be in the same
I want
mindset.
it to be in the same range that I'm looking for. And if she's like, I don't like, for me personally, I don't think I could be with anyone under 28. So
Why?
Yeah, right. That brings an interesting. Just so that the viewers know, right?
Is it
Like-
because obviously in our 20, like the social norm is that in our mid 20s we're living life, we're just shooting the shit, seeing whatever sticks, seeing whatever doesn't.
well,
Is that
yeah.
why?
I mean, I just feel like a younger age is gonna want to party more, do more.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
stuff like that. Like I'm 32. I don't mind going out to a bar once in a while or a club, a lounge.
I'll see you next week, bro.
Yeah. But you know, if I find someone who's 30, they're probably gonna have the same mindset as me, though. You know,
Very true.
I want this. I want this. I want this. But I don't need to party every weekend or every other week and stuff like that. I don't need that anymore. And I don't know. I just feel like when an age comes in mid-20s, that's what they want.
Oh, okay. So, okay, you can't see yourself dating anyone younger than 28. Now, just hypothetically, if you found someone that was like, I don't know, 25, who was looking for that steady relationship, just wanted to get married at like 26, Would he be about it?
Maybe, yeah. But you know what? My experience, like,
That
I'm on Bumble. Like, I'm on Bumble. I use Match.
Do you want to tell the ladies your handle or whatever the fuck they're called? Yo, if you want to find Dan, there you go, bro.
But you know, message me on Twitter. Right?
Put the quick plug in right now.
Oh my gosh.
I just lost train of thought. But yeah, anyways, yeah, I'm on those platforms, and sometimes I come across someone who's 25, and it's like, oh, must be looking to like going out partying. I still want to do this. I still want to do this, partying wise and drinking wise and stuff. I'm not about that anymore.
They want to be like in a true blue relationship, a forever relationship, but they also want to have the advantage of like still living their 20s, still partying every night or every weekend and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't do that much anymore. You know, I have a full-time job. I work extra hours like most people do these days, and I'm trying to maintain a healthier lifestyle as I drinking this Tito's right now.
Hypothetically, when you look at the profiles, do you ever see them actually mention that they still want to party? Do they still want?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
I see that quite a lot in the 20 range. And that's why I put my number a little bit higher, is because I see those 25 ranges and lower usually saying, I want to party more. Like, I still want to party.
Which applications would you say that's targeted towards most when what you're seeing right there, that example?
Bumble.
Bumble.
For sure.
Bumble?
Oh, wow.
Bumble for sure. Just because, you know, Match is more of a an older crowd, I probably feel like.
Yeah, so do I.
And Match is kind of more like orientated to like wanting to start a family, to trying to find that love, where Bumble can be in the same range as kind of like Tinder in some cases.
Yeah.
But yeah, I use Bumble the most, by the way, since I like it the most.
So, do you want to give him the handle?
I don't think it works like that.
No.
Jean-Claude's still
I'm
on
not
that
quite sure,
handle.
bro.
Oh my
I don't know how these
gosh.
dating websites work or dating apps.
Do we have a Twitter for this podcast?
I don't think
The
so.
three main hosts don't even know our own social medias. All right.
Wait, do we still?
It's been 4 years, all right?
It's not good.
Do we
It's not
still have
good
an
in front of
email?
your guests.
Yeah, we do still have an email. Yeah, no
Yeah.
sugar added at Gmail, I believe.
We definitely have an Instagram handle, so.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, okay, there you go. Ladies, if you're within the age range that Dan is looking for and you think you might have a shot, shoot it.
Send
There's
that
no-
application today.
Yes. Go through the DM. Go through
500
the
words on why.
500 words. You know, shoot your shot. That's it. And that's from a man telling you. A man shoots his shot all the time. Women, step up. Just shoot your shot. You're most likely not going to get a no.
I mean, a Bumble is a shoot your shot for women.
Is it really?
Yeah, even if I match with a girl, like a girl matches me and I match her, she has to reply to me first.
Oh, she has to initiate conversation.
Yeah, I cannot reply to her
Oh, so that explains
until
everything.
she starts the conversation.
Damn, bro, where was this when I was like a
Which
young guy?
I love it, but I don't like it at the same time because this is going off speed dating topic for a second.
We'll
all right?
go back to speed dating. Guys, it's been a couple years. We just like talking about this shit.
This is going off speed dating topic, but you know, I read a lot where women say, "Oh, you know," especially when it comes to match, when the girls don't initiate conversation. They want the guy to start the conversation, and it's like we want something more than, "Hey, what's up?" We want you to read our profile and base that first question or hello based on
The profile.
And okay, I understand completely. But when we go to Bumble and I match with a woman, hey, what's up? How you doing? Don't I get the same thing? My profile is fucking fire, bro. there's a lot of content in there.
So you want the girl's first statement to be based off everything on your profile?
If you're asking me to do that, then yeah, I want you to do that too.
A little give and take,
Oh,
right?
so
Okay.
that's why you guys wanted him to set up my Bumble
Equality. Well, oh man, we have to have another episode with Rob's Bumble.
Oh, Rob.
Yeah,
app. You guys tried so hard to set up my Bumble.
We're looking out for you. Your bros are looking out.
Just out of curiosity, have you guys ever used Plenty of Fish?
I
POF?
did. I do not like it.
No?
It is filled with bots, and I think they do that
Yeah.
whole new live stream stuff now, where it's just becoming a money grab for people.
I remember when I was in the military, bro, every fucking guy used POF, Plenty of
Yeah,
Fish.
my cousin
Every
met somebody on
fucking
there,
guy.
and they're married and shit.
Oh, well, look at that. A success story.
Yeah, well, we should probably get back to the speed dating.
Yes, let's get back to speed dating. Let's get back to speeding. So, did it cost money to do this? Or is it free? Maybe
so
people want to know how it gets done.
The speed dating is not free. It's $25. It is online. We went to a New Jersey website for that. I'm not going to plug that website, but 25, and you get to pick, like, there'll be like an event list where you pick the age. Like, some will be 25 to 45, some will be 30 to 40, stuff like that. And then you kind of just sign up. And for guys, you got to do that shit quick because they sell out so quick for the guys.
Really?
What, you mean there's like only a certain amount of spots?
Yeah, there's only a certain amount of spots. I think they keep it small. I think it's like between 10 to 12 people max.
And
Per
50% 50% of that ratio, correct, is male, and then technically the other 50 should be female.
Well, it should be, yeah.
It should be like
10 and 10. That's how it should be. So 10 to 12, 10 to 12, whatever the max is. I guess it varies between event, but it should be the same number for each. In most cases, the men are sold out within minutes.
Of course.
And the female, yeah, of course, right? We're
guys,
fucking,
y'all
we're fucking
thirsty as
animals,
fuck,
man. We're
bro.
animals. We're just fiending. And then females are usually not sold out.
Yeah, because they're a little bit more cautious. Like, do I really want to do this? Do I
Yeah.
really want to do this?
Yeah.
But, after the experience of doing online, I kind of want to do an in-person one just to see the difference, to see how that feels.
Yeah, so let me give a quick run by. For those who don't know, when speed dating is done online, it's exactly how you see it in the movies. The guy usually sits at a table, like, let's say there's like 20 guys and 20 women. The guys sit at a table, and every 5 minutes, girls rotate from table to table. So all the tables will be like lined up in some sort of fashion. Guys are sitting. Women, the first women sit down. So you guys have chats for 5 minutes, and then some sort of buzzer or ring goes off, or something on a mic from the announcer, like, okay, now switch tables. All the women get up, and they go on to the next table next to them in some sort of fashion, like counterclockwise or clockwise. And then after, I don't know, there's 20 people, 5 minutes each, so that's a whole hour. After a whole hour, everyone's gone through everyone, and that's how it's done in person. But obviously, you guys did it a little bit differently because it's Zoom.
You been to one?
No, but I've just seen enough. I've seen enough.
But yeah. So it's very similar to what you said, but at the end you fill out a form, say, hey, I like this one. You never exchange numbers with the female. It's all done through, after the event, you fill out a form.
Yeah, through a mediator of some sort, right?
And you will get your results online, and you'll find out. So it's pretty much the same exact thing as online, but in person.
In person, yeah.
But the thing is, with the in person, I think I would feel more comfortable in person because I'm more of an in person type of person. Yeah. I like seeing body language. I think that's the most important thing for me. Is body language.
I also agree. Yeah,
because I can instantly see, like, oh, this girl doesn't really seem interested because her body language just doesn't show any.
Her body language, yeah, it's closed off, it's open.
Yeah.
You know,
not just that. What do they call it? Body language when it's person to person and like person in front of a person. It's completely different from body language from Zoom to Zoom.
Yeah, because you can barely see anything.
Yeah, you don't have anything to work off of. In person, you get a little close, maybe
eye contact as well.
Eye contact,
Eye contact is a very, very big thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
So when we first talked about us doing the
speed dating,
I thought we were actually going like in person.
That was the plan. That was the plan.
I mean, there still is time to do that.
And then COVID happened.
Okay.
And then, I mean, well, come on. I can't blame it on COVID because we had fucking 2 years before that.
Yo, y'all, we got busy. We had busy lives, okay? Shit.
No,
Shit was
that's
happening.
fine. That's fine. But I was just saying that was I thought that's what we were going to be doing. And then when we set it up, I thought that's what we were going to be doing, going to person. But then when I looked more into it, I was like, oh, so we're doing Zoom. I was like, so we don't have to go out. I was like, oh, okay.
I also feel like Zoom online, it kind of takes away some pressure.
Yeah, right?
It takes away pressure because, one, you're not in front of this person, so you're not as nervous because you're not physically there watching her and being able to see her in person. And then on top of that, your questions, you could probably fucking write them on a notepad on your computer and read off of that.
Yeah.
You go to in person
Screen reading.
and you bring a piece of paper with questions. I don't know. Is that normal?
No, they're
No.
gonna look at you like fucking loser.
Like, oh, you can't even. You don't even know what kind of basic questions to ask a woman. Like,
Yeah.
what are
Yo,
you
some people
doing?
get nervous, but you know what? You just brought up a good point. Some people probably thrive on the Zoom to Zoom meeting.
Absolutely, because a lot of people can't handle in-person nerve.
Yo, it's
Well,
very true.
look at work from home. I mean, you could be wearing your sweats underneath underneath that desk. Like,
Sweats, bro.
Yeah.
Wear boxers. Boxers
Nobody
and a button
knows,
up, bro.
in person, there's a lot more tell to it when you're in person. So
Well, it's funny you said that because I had a shirt on because I thought that because even though it was Zoom, I was trying to look more presentable. That's why Dan and I were like in the Zoom where everybody else, every other guy wasn't dressed like they were actually going to speed dating.
okay,
How are they dressed? Not like
well,
bums, I hope.
Well, I'll let Dan
Well, I mean,
answer that.
it really depends. What do you think you should wear to speed dating?
Oh,
I mean, just because I feel like a male it should be casual jeans and a button
business cash
up. I mean,
business casual in what sense?
on a Friday.
a business casual, or I guess not casual. Just
I would say
I don't
at
know,
least a
just
shirt.
no. I don't think a shirt will do. I think it has to be a collared shirt.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
Some sort of
Collared
button up,
shirt.
a short sleeve or a long sleeve, depending on your
jeans with
body
a collared
type.
shirt.
Yeah.
Right.
For me, I usually just rock button ups. But for a female, I cannot really answer that.
Oh, how females should be dressed?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, I
for
can't
me
answer
personally,
either.
I don't really care what they wear as long
No.
as they look presentable.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're not coming in looking like a,
It's an interview or like I have my
chola.
resume.
you know, as long as you're not coming in looking like a chola, like you're good. No
Yeah.
offense, I'm not into cholas like that, so that's my only beef with it. But I know for men, I think if I was to go on one, I got my brown chukka boots, I got my black jeans, and I got a short sleeve button up that shows off my biceps really, really well. So
Yeah, is your wife gonna let us join?
Okay, so
Tell
that's
her-
what
tell
you
her it's
would
for the
wear. But what will you
podcast.
wear
boy,
during the
she's probably
Zoom?
listening to this episode like,
Yeah.
oh, this bitch, huh? He's bringing back the podcast again, huh? Okay.
Sorry, babe, I found someone else. I'm just kidding.
But yeah, I mean, so the guys were not dressed like that.
Okay.
They were dressed in what? Looking like bums, looking
wasn't
like
paying attention to the
looking like it was
guys.
just a normal day for them.
I guess it was a normal day for them because
I mean, you saw me and I was in a button up, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
no, I'm talking about the others.
But you know what we did? Remember we bet on if I was gonna wear a do-rag?
no,
He didn't.
No,
No,
I didn't. No,
He
I
don't wear a
didn't.
do-rag.
Jesus.
So
No.
he's fucking scrumptious.
Here, here's another question: what was the demographic for the women?
Mostly white.
Mostly
Yeah.
white.
There was maybe two light-skinned.
Two light skin, two black, and
Any Latinas in the house?
Yes, there was.
yes,
She matched me.
Hey.
that was the first one.
She kind of told me off the bat, so
Oh.
that she was gonna match me. So
Oh, really?
yeah,
Being very forward. Love that.
yeah, I got 3 matches.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
Success in your eyes, or
No, it wasn't a success because outside speed dating, you still got to hold the conversation. You still got to be able to know what you want to talk about, what you want to do in life. Things didn't work out like that, you know. Like I'm a person that already has a mindset and goals in life.
So, I mean, can you talk to us a little bit of what's your reasoning behind it? Like, what were the misses that you felt that you didn't happen in those conversations with those people that
all right, easily.
Wait, you're talking about post speed dating, right?
yeah,
Talking about
post.
Okay.
Post speed dating.
So, what the one lady, the Latina that I first started talking to, we didn't really talk about age, and like I said, age is a big thing, and she was just kind of out of my age range. She was 46, 45 or 46, I think it was.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's way above your age
I
range.
don't remember a conversation, but that's out of my age range. I'm not trying to say like
No, be real. Like, you want to have kids, right?
I want to have kids. And I think 44 is kind of my
yeah,
max.
and we all know that after 35, it's scientifically proven. After 35, it is a lot harder for women to have children.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you want someone, and
Sorry, I said 45.
Yeah, you did say 45.
yeah, and you want someone within an age range where it's still possible and safe to have children.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And so that was kind of
No shame.
the one thing that drove me away. It's because, like I said, age is very important to me.
Yeah, there's no shame in it.
And the other girl was able to easily keep a conversation during speed dating. Easily. But it's after fact, I feel like she wasn't able to keep that conversation alive.
She just like drowned.
And it was more like 1 to 2 word answers.
Ugh.
And it's like, I don't know where the you that was in speed dating went, but I felt like you prepped too much for that speed dating, and now you don't have any other content.
So
in
she
there
was
for
too
you.
good
Like,
at the speed dating.
Yeah.
But outside of that, she was not ready.
I talk a lot, okay?
Yeah.
Especially when I'm conversating with females, especially when we're on the I get to know you stage. I like to ask a lot of questions. And
Facts, yo. Dan wants to know your whole entire life. He doesn't give a fuck.
Absolutely. If I'm going to marry you, a girl, I want to know everything.
Very good listener, though. I will say that. Very good listener. From what many women that I know you've talked to have said. Very good listener.
Like a whore.
No, bro. I'm just saying. A lot of women that you've talked to in the past, like Dan's a fantastic listener and is extremely charming.
Because right, there is one thing about answering questions and knowing the answer to certain questions, but there's also, like you were saying, you kind of want to know a little bit more. You want to know some of the side stories of a person, right? Because you kind of want to know, like, how are they how might they be in person? How might they be around your friends, right? There are certain scenarios, I'm sure, that are popping up in your mind, right?
Yeah. I mean, there are questions I always ask every woman I'm talking to. I always ask them, what their career goals are, because I want to know what they want in life.
Yeah.
If they're not at that point right now, what do you want? And if you don't know what you want, it's a little concerning, but not a big deal for me. But it's a little concerning if you don't know what you want and you're at the age of 30.
I agree with you. Yeah.
And then the other question I always ask, like any job interview, where do you want to be in 5 years? Like, do you want to own a house? Do you want to have kids within 5 years? Like, where do you want to be in your life?
Those are really good questions that you should be asking.
I already know where I want to be in my life in 5 years, so I want them to have an idea. Like, I don't want them to have it planned out perfectly, but like a general idea is fine with me.
Like a template of some sort. Little points. Like maybe own a house.
I definitely want a house within 5 years. Hopefully this market gets straightened out a little bit.
We can make a whole nother podcast about that.
Yeah, and then I also want to at least have one kid within 5 years. Or maybe 2.
Aww, a little Geoffrey just walking around.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting everyone know my last name.
Oh!
But yeah.
Don't worry, I'm sure there's like 1,000 of you out there.
On Bumble.
Dan Joffrey on Bubble. You know me.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah. I mean, Rob, is there any important questions that you're going to ask a woman to get to know them?
So that was the thing about me. I never got to that point where I can really ask someone what they really wanted, because for me to do that, I have to know what I really wanted. And I'm slowly, not 100%, but I'm slowly getting to what I really wanted. And unfortunately, at this time, that's why it didn't go well with me with the speed dating, because I'm not even sure what I really want as far as relationship. And unfortunately, I don't see myself anytime soon settling down. So that's my problem.
Yo,
so
Rob's
that's
just
where
going to
I'm
be
at.
slinging dick for the next couple of years.
There you go.
He doesn't know what he wants. He just wants to sling dick.
Rob, I don't give a fuck what you say. We're getting you on Bumble. We're going to find you your love.
I know you are.
And your whole mind is going to change. Your whole aspect of what you want is going to change.
Okay.
Because I think eventually when you start talking to women and getting to know women, your mindset's going to change on what you want in life.
Okay.
I agree. I feel that a man by himself, no offense to anyone who's out there single, please don't be offended. I feel like a man by himself with his own thoughts, he doesn't look at the full picture, but when he has someone with him, female or another male or whatever you want, it kind of completes a picture. You know, it kind of shows you like, oh, this is what I want in life. I want to own a home. I want children. I want a family. Maybe I want to create a business with this person. But that other person in your life does help you understand what you want for the future of your life. Definitely.
It's a partnership, right? And it's also for someone to be able to take the weight off your shoulders, you know, because life can give you so many things. It can throw you things left and right, but when you go through your trials and tribulations in your life as you get older, it's always nice to know you got someone by your side to support you, even financially. You know, like, hey, you might go through a rough patch and like, hey, I'm unemployed or anything to that, you know, and she's still working. That helps and supports the whole, you know. And obviously, that's one aspect. There's a mental aspect of it. And we could go through a whole other podcast talking about
deep with JFAD.
Exactly. We can dig in deep, but you know,
part 2.
Yeah, you know, there's tons of things when it comes to that.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you got matches. Rob, did you get any matches?
No, unfortunately, I did not get any matches.
Did you write down that you wanted to match up with anyone?
Yes.
How many?
Just the first one.
That was the Latina, right?
Yes.
The one that you... The first one that you...
Yes, there was only one.
Oh, there was only one? Okay, so y'all were trying to go for the same chick.
Bro, I'll pass you her email.
Oh, so we were both competing. Oh, well, no wonder I lost.
I mean, I wasn't competing. I was just owning it.
You guys were gladiators, is what you were.
No. I mean, no. Like, everyone was allowed to pick multiple people, right?
Yeah, you could pick as many as you want.
Yeah. So, realistically, you weren't really competing.
No, you're absolutely not competing.
You're competing against yourself.
I know. I was just kidding.
She probably picked more than just me as well. So, I mean, it is what it is. But you know what? We will do an in-person if the people want it.
If the people want it.
If our fans want us to do an in-person one, we'll do it.
Guys, just DM us, you know, send us an email, but like, we want it. You know what? All it takes is one person to say it, and it's gonna happen. So all we need is...
We're here for the fans. We appreciate you all, and hey, we'd love to hear back from y'all.
Yeah, it's been a couple of years, so please let us know if you want the episode. And even, you know, if you don't, just say it anyway. We'll fucking do it anyway. I mean, you guys will do it anyway. I can't. I'm going to be over here.
I'll talk to her.
Okay, so rating-wise, what would you say? How was the experience? Was it everything you expected? Was it not? And if not, why was it not what you expected?
I would say it wasn't what I expected, and the reason for that is I think it was just the choice. Well, no offense to the women that were there. I would say that it was more of the conversation. I will also say that most of the time, especially, I'm not going to say who it was. I probably forgot that person, but the person was very quiet. And it almost felt like it was forced for me to ask questions. So
what, you felt like the whole entire experience felt forced?
No, just that one session with the girl.
Okay,
but the whole experience, I think by the minute, every session after the minute, it felt like, okay, I already know what expected. Just answer the questions, get a feel of it, see what their answers are, and then go from there.
Okay.
Would I do it again? Yeah, I can do it. I'll do it again. Now I know that what to say, what not to say, based on what you guys told me in the beginning.
So, would you do it again Zoom-wise, or would you prefer to do it in person?
I'd rather do it in person because I already know since I already have experience in Zoom, I'd rather do it in person instead.
Okay. What about, excuse me one second. Dan, what about you? Would you do it again?
Yeah, absolutely. It is exactly as what I expected.
A little bit of awkwardness.
I don't think it was really awkward at all.
No,
I didn't think it was awkward at all because they were ready with questions. I was ready for questions. The conversation never died.
Okay, so you had a completely different experience than what Rob had.
Yeah, I think the only thing I didn't like is it not being in person.
So you do it again, but definitely in person.
Yeah, because I already have a list of questions in my head. I don't need a piece of paper. I don't really need a prep. So when I go into person, I think I would already be ready to go. And if these girls are already back, like rapid firing questions to me, and hopefully it's the same in person, and then I think our doing will be good.
Okay. So here's a good question for both of you guys. Off the top of your head, best icebreaker question for, any of them, for any of the girls. Best icebreaker question off the top of your head.
I'll let Rob take this one.
Oh, sure. I was going to ask you to go first. I have no idea.
No?
I don't really have a icebreaking question.
Nothing at all. It could be something as simple as, what's your zodiac sign?
No, that's not something I would have even asked.
No? Okay.
My first question, usually right off the bat, is, where do you want to be in 5 years? That's usually my right
Jesus
off the bat
Christ,
question.
that's your icebreaker?
That is my go-to question. That is
Straight to the point.
I get straight to the point, and I want to know exactly who you are within those 5 minutes we have. That's the goal, is to learn as much as possible.
Jesus, bro. I'm just trying to imagine the situation. Both people sit down, and immediately it's a little bit of tense, awkward quietness, and Dan comes right off the bat like, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Yeah, that's what we don't want. We don't want that quiet. We don't want that awkwardness. We want that conversation flowing, and that 5-year question is going to bring on more questions. Oh, I want to have a house. I want to have kids. I want this kind of career. Why do you want that kind of career? How many kids do you want? Where do you see yourself living? What state? What town? That question can branch off to so many other questions.
It also shows you're optimizing your time that you have available with this person.
You only have 5
listen,
minutes.
Exactly. Like
I didn't know that.
I know how much time I have, and you know what? I'm going to take advantage of this time, and let's get cooking, baby.
Rob, I'll let you take that question too. I'll let you use my question. All right?
So for me, I always, based on that, I kind of saw that as a different, like maybe that's like very rude, but if you already know what you want and you already know that time is not on your side, I guess I can see that.
Oh, okay, hold on. I just realized something, because Rob earlier stated that he doesn't know what he wants in life right now. So someone who doesn't know what they want in life currently, can they ask that question?
That was my question. It's going to be my question.
That you don't know what kind of job you want. You don't know what field of job that you think you deserve to be in.
Dan's about to help you find out what you want.
Maybe he just wants the bag.
You don't know if you want to live in a house in 5 years, or you want to stay in an apartment, or if you want a family or not.
See, I'm not even at that point where I want a house.
Bro.
Rob,
what?
Do you feel comfortable displaying your age?
Well, I'm 36. Now, I know I don't look like I'm 36, but I am 36.
You look older.
Oh, I look 40?
I'm just kidding.
No, that's a first. I remember one of my neighbors thought I was 21, turned 21 when I was like 34. I was like, dude, I'm 34, man. I'm not 21.
I mean, you're 36. You're getting to that age.
Yes.
So you don't really have like any small mindset of where you want to be.
Like in 5 years, you can't think of what you want happening in 5 years from now?
No.
So you're just going to let it go with the flow?
That's where I'm at. I'm just enjoying life. That's it.
Oh, hold on. For those, actually, no one knows Rob that well. Well, I mean us, obviously, because he's our friend. But for the listeners, Rob, didn't you say that you wanted to go fight in Singapore?
Yes.
So we can add that to your 5-year.
That's my recent goal, because I'm not much of a goal person. So that's one of my recent goals.
Okay. So okay, we're helping you fill out your 5-year goals right now. So you want to go fight in Singapore. For those that don't know, Rob specializes in Muay Thai. He has a dream.
Yes.
He has a dream. What else? What else can we fill up in 5 years? You don't know if you want a home.
No.
Do you still want to rent? Bitch, I know you don't want to rent.
Based on for financial reasons, I'm going to say no. I don't want to rent. Probably
especially what you're fucking renting.
Yeah.
For those that don't live in Jersey, It's expensive out here,
It's
bro.
expensive. Oh, who give me the-
North New Jersey area, 15-minute drive to the city. You
Yo,
know,
you're giving them all the details. They're gonna find Dan. Like, okay, Dan. His last name is Geoffrey. North New Jersey, 50 minutes from the city. Like, okay. Yo, you want to give out his address while you're
No,
at it?
absolutely not. Well, you know what? Just welcome to the Dan Dating app, the dating podcast,
put that social out there. Why
where
not?
we find Dan the love he deserves.
So, okay, yeah. So, you want to go fight in Singapore. You
Well,
don't.
not just Singapore. Like any MMA promotion.
Yeah. You don't want to rent.
No.
Do you want to own your car and not pay it off in 5 years?
Yes, that is something I want to do.
Okay,
'Cause
cool. So
I
we're-
just recently bought a car, so at this point, after paying it off, I'm not looking to upgrade or anything.
Okay,
I'm going to
cool.
keep the
So,
car.
we're filling out his 5-year timeline.
Bro, by the end of the year, we're gonna have you a decent goal list
Okay.
because we're gonna talk on our next podcast about Rob's Bumble.
Oh, shit. Yo, I'm down for that
So
episode.
we're
bro.
gonna have that set up.
That's going to be very interesting.
I think we'll have to drop that question and drop it into the emails on something to do with Rob's Bumble. I think.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Guys, when I mean guys, I mean viewers. On the DMs, on the Gmail, on the future Twitter or Twitch or whatever the fuck we're going to have, drop, suggestions. What should Rob put in his Bumble? Like, perfect example, his profile picture. What should it look like?
Wow.
Should he have a pet in there? Should he be doing, like, some sort of, like, business profile, him in a suit? Should he have a pet?
Is
You
this
know.
a good time to tell him that I'm allergic to dogs?
No need, bro. You fake it till you make it, bro. Fake it till you make it.
That's man's best friend right there, by the way.
No,
what,
I'm just saying that's just part of my allergy
what
list.
kind of things should he put in his profile? Like, what do women want to see on a Bumble or a dating app profile that will immediately trigger them, like, I would like to send a message to this man to find out if we're good or not?
That's a good one. We are practically done with speed dating episode. In this episode, we're practically done with it. So I think our next episode should talk about more of our dating profiles. And I think that would be a good one for Rob, too. I have a dating profile, and I think it's pretty fucking fire.
So this going to be a part 2?
So we could go down.
Yeah,
that
bro. We're
list,
going to
then
bring
we
you
can talk
back for
about
the
that.
next episode. We can do a nice
Nice.
comparison between what Dan has, his fire profile,
I love
and
to
we
come
use that as a
back.
template based on other, on our viewers' suggestions, and we're gonna build you an equally as fire profile.
I had
just
a
say the air
woman
quotes.
say, "God damn, that profile looks goddamn beautiful." So we'll make that happen for you too.
After this podcast, I need to see this profile. I'm so fucking curious right now. I'm so curious.
So I think it's a good time to end this episode. We are about at the hour mark.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. That went
Wow,
by pretty
that's
quick,
crazy.
right?
It just
Yeah.
really goes to show, bro. Like, we just talk for the shits and giggles.
Time
and
flies.
Time flies when you're having
Yes, it
fun.
does.
So let's bring back our old style. Let's let the viewers email us questions or DM us questions.
Yes.
And the question this month is, ladies or gentlemen, what would you like to see on a dating profile when you are searching for that significant other? What do you look for?
Include anything. It could be, like I mentioned earlier, it could be how a profile pic looks. It could be anything from as simple as certain keywords in the description. Anything. We'll take anything. We just want to know. We want to know what the people think. Because sometimes it's something very, very simple. It could be a guy with a dog, and immediately girls like, yo, I need to talk to this guy.
Well, for all of you out there listening, get at us at No Sugar Added Podcast is our IG handle. So get at us, send us those messages, get in that DMs, and send us what you guys got, because you guys have questions on it. We want to hear it, and hey, what better than a bunch of guys here to answer that for you?
Yeah, right.
Please, all the women out there, please shoot your shot to Dan in the DMs. Just do it, bro.
Jesus Christ. Well, yeah, that is it with this episode. We're back after 4 years. Let's go. No Sugar Added Podcast. Thank you all for listening. Have a great night, day, evening, morning.
Yeah, have a good night.
Later, guys. See you next time.
Night.